Welcome back to the channel. Just got home from work, had to run some errands, and it's like 8 o'clock. Got there this morning at 4:30 a.m. Yeah, long day. Nonetheless, that means shit right now. Okay, so we are on the intake manifold topic. So I am going to go over some stuff with you guys. I am going to go grab what I used last night and what I did last night, and we're going to go review. So hang in there for a minute. Let me grab all the crap that I used last night. Let me grab the crap that we're going to use tonight. And I think that this is going to be the end all, and it's going to work perfect. So hang in there. I'm going to pause for 1 second. Okay, so I think I got everything ready to go here. All right, so you guys all remember when I first got the intake, I laid it on in the motor, and you've seen how badly it fit. It was like 3/16, quarter inch, 1/8 inch in spots. That was not even touching the cylinder heads. So what I did last night, let me just prop this out of our way here. Okay, so what I did last night is I got proper grade 8 hardware, which I'm gonna show you. Let me spin you guys around here. Which is proper 6mm by 1.0. Longer than this though. They're about, I don't know, 1/2 inch longer, 1/4 inch longer hardware than this. Okay, so these aren't going to break, so I have nothing to worry about there. So what I did is I bolted the intake down to the cylinder heads, and it had space. There was space on the cylinder heads, like we know, like we've seen. What I did, seeing that this manifold, let me get this. This is terrible. There. This manifold is basically made out of sheet aluminum, 1/8 inch aluminum, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's what it's made out of. So what I did is I bolted the intake down. I got all the bolts started. Then I took the torch and I heated the side of this intake here, and I heated the side over here. Okay, I got it good and warm. I brought it up to, I don't even know what for temperature. I don't know. And then I started from the middle of my bolts and I worked my way out. And the same thing on the other side. Start in the middle and work your way out. And I worked back and forth, heating and tightening. Heating, tightening. Heating, tightening. Back and forth, until the bolts were bottomed out. That still did not completely correct the face. It did not completely correct it. But it got it so damn close that after tonight's procedure, we should be fine. So what tonight's plan is we're gonna loosen all the bolts and we're gonna take them out. Well, we're not gonna take them all out. We're just gonna loosen all the bolts and we're gonna get this intake loose, sitting on there. Okay. Now, if you look down there, it's about 20 thousandths of a gap, which is the same over here. It's about a 20 thousandths gap. 20 thousandths is about, let me see, I can give you an estimate with my fingers. It's about that. It's really thin. It's really thin. 20 thousandths is the thickness of this sheet metal. 20 gauge. Okay? What we're going to do tonight is I picked up this aluminum. Okay? I got a couple different pieces. I got this flat stock stuff and I got this angle stuff. I am going to cut this in half and we are going to lay it on the top side. So in other words, I'm going to put it between the cylinder head and the intake manifold right in here. Between here and here, there. On both sides. And then we are going to do that procedure again. We're going to heat the manifold, heat it, tighten. Heat it, tighten. Heat it, tighten. Until this is touching. And that down here is touching. It won't be touching here because this is going to be in there. And then we are going to just let it cool. It won't be long. I'll let it sit for an hour and it'll cool. After it cools, we're going to take all the bolts out. We're going to take all this stuff out and then we're going to lay it on there. We're going to see how it lays on the planes of the cylinder heads. It should be goddamn good and close to being perfect on both sides. If it's not near perfect, it's no big deal because when we tighten it up, it will be flat. So this is our final stretch. This is going to correct it. I feel it in my heart. So stick with me on this one, and I'm gonna get set up here, get that aluminum cut, get these bolts loose, get those pieces in there, and then I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna eat supper because I haven't had that yet. And then after I eat supper, I am gonna come out here and I am gonna put you guys on a tripod and we are going to heat and tighten and heat and tighten. Okay? Gonna pause you. Okay, we're back. Got the intake loose and I got those pieces of shims stuck in there. So you see what I'm saying now. That's where they're gonna go. Now we're gonna reheat this intake, both sides, and we are gonna tighten down on it and hopefully overbend it to straighten this out. So I got to get set up here. I'm going to start heating some stuff up, and we'll start the procedure. I'm going to get you guys on a tripod. Okay? Hang in there. I'm going to pause you. Okay. So, we got our shim stock in there. I brought all of our bolts down snug. Not tight, just snug. So we're going to fire this mother up, warm her up. Fucking going medieval on it, baby. Making it happen. Going. I don't trust that one. I don't know. All right, get that other side up again. A little bit. Damn it. All right. Let's just, that's looking pretty fucking good right there, my friends. Looking pretty damn good. So we'll go by hand here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That's looking pretty damn good, man. I can't believe it. It's looking good. Oh yeah. That's the sound of success right there. That one I'll have to get a longer bolt. Yeah. But if you look at that, okay, I'm gonna pull you guys off this. We're gonna let this sit and cool now. But if you look, the thickness of that shim is the same exact thickness as the bottom. So it's even. Well, I can feel the heat generating off that bitch. Whew. So anyways, we're gonna let that cool. Right there. And I think we got it. That's absolutely perfect. So we definitely got it. So we're gonna have to try it like that, you know what I mean? If it cools, which it's gonna cool, once it cools, obviously it's gonna cool, but when it cools like that, providing it that stays that way, which it should, we should be all set. Put gaskets in it and bolt it down. That's what we're gonna do. So, and we're gonna have to try it. The only way to know for sure is to try it. So, all right. Well, she's ice cold. So let's unbolt her and get those shims out of there and see what happens here. So I'm gonna pause you guys. All right. Hold on. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Dead nuts. Dead flat. Huh? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it in my heart. It's dead flat. It's perfect. So I'm gonna grab a gasket set. We're gonna gasket it up and rebolt it and see how she looks. All right. Stick with me. I'll be right back. Okay, there's all the gaskets installed. They're just like rubber inserts. That's all. And there's grooves. I don't know if you've seen that before, but that's just a groove that you push these into. Like that. So, okay. I'm gonna pause you. Absolutely perfect. Zero space. Absolutely perfect. We're going to call that a win. We are going to call that a win. So gaskets are installed. Intake is socked right down, torqued down. We're good. That's awesome. I'm so excited. That is so cool. Well, anyways, nonetheless. So now I just got to unbolt it again, take it off. I got to put the fuel rails, injectors. I got to assemble everything. And then I have to come up with a throttle cable bracket. More than likely, I'm going to TIG welding a something here. More than likely on the side to house the cable, I think. Or maybe something off of here. I'll build a bracket or something. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But right now, the intake fits. It's good. That's a win. All right. I'm gonna end this video right here on that. We'll name it the LS intake manifold something or other. I don't know. Well, I don't know what we should name it. I don't know. E-Bay Fabricated manifold hack or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out, and you guys will be the first ones to see it. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for some notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good night.